What do you know?
It looked like it started with a C. I don't know if the sound is.
Lately with Lex,
We're on? We're alive? I'm just checking it. We're here. Wait, can I click it? I want to make sure. We're good. We're on. All right. Cool. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Lately with Lex. Sorry for the late delay. We had some little tech stuff, and we were both late too, so whatever. Today I am joined by my esthetician Shona. So we are gonna just go over what's going on in the industry, kind of just catch up because she's never been up here. So what's up? Well, welcome to the show, girl.
Thanks.
So what's it like being an esthetician? Well, you've been an esthetician for 3 years, right? 4 years.
That, yeah.
How is it? Has it changed? What do you like about it? Give me the skinny.
I love it. I think it's great. I don't think it's.
The tone. I love it.
I do. I love
but
it. I don't think it's exactly what I thought I was signing up for.
How?
I think. So I have family that worked in the industry and they don't anymore.
Yeah.
But, they did really, really well, and I loved the idea of it.
It looked glamorous.
It looked glamorous,
Mm-hmm.
and online it also looked glamorous. Every time you scroll through a TikTok, it's like how I made $1 million as an esthetician.
Yeah.
That's not the case. That's not what it is. That might be what it used to be, or maybe it wasn't. But I don't know. I don't know who was online talking about it that way. But
Yeah.
that's what it looked like.
Well, there's also a difference between making $1 million and that's not your profit. That's not that's not your revenue. You're not bringing that home.
Yeah.
You take your expenses out of there, you're probably half that.
There's also so many people that's when you're in school being oh, I'll come to you, I'll come to you, I'll come to you. Everybody that I do right now are people that I have
They're randoms.
yeah, people I've come across along the way. It's some of my family doesn't come to me.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Well, they'll always say that your friends your clients will become friends
Yes.
before your friends become clients.
Yes, there are clients that I care so deeply about, but
You have a client today that's bringing you a pair of shoes for an event.
Yeah.
But
and I've only worked on her 3 or 4 times. But yeah, people that oh, I'll come to you, I'll come to you. No, they didn't.
no.
You've had 4 years. You haven't come to me.
I think that, and I grew up in the industry too, so seeing the busyness and the glamour and, I grew up in it when my mom opened her store in 89. So before me, but she, I grew up in them all the 90s, 2000s. It was a different world. There wasn't Amazon, there wasn't Visa gift cards, there wasn't any of that. So the rush and the hustle to get to the salon to get a gift certificate or book a service.
Yeah.
It was a different type of busy.
Yeah.
Where I think now, and I also think there was less, people weren't as connected as they are today.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that consumers now, clients coming in, they come in thinking that they know what their problem is and that they really don't, you're obsolete
Yes.
now. Because I think TikTok's a huge problem.
Oh, it's a massive problem. I think it's much easier to lie now with social media and put on have a facade than it was before.
Well, I also think too is people think getting in this industry, especially medical aesthetics. I started selling HydraFacial in 2014. 2014 is when I started selling in Jersey, and it was there was not as many med spas as there is now.
No, there's one. You can't drive up Route 1. There's one in every single plaza.
But most of them aren't estheticians
med spas.
working at them, which is really even more wild to me. But this is a hot take, but I think nurses kind of ruined the game a little bit. I hate to say it. I'm all for the Botox, I'm all for it. But injecting and skincare are 2 totally different things.
You think the line is a little bit blurred?
I think the line is a little bit blurred. I think that people are trusting nurses more because they're nurses. And there's nothing wrong with that. I have no hate against nurses, but it's not the same thing as skin.
No, it's not. And I think we can work well together. But I think they need to be differentiated a little bit. And I don't think it is. I think nurses are taking on too much that isn't in their scope.
But I think that the scope is wrong.
Yeah.
I think the scope is wrong. I think that estheticians, good trained estheticians, not what we're seeing now, Because I think what we're seeing now is people, do you remember like back in high school that people would say, oh, like if you're not going to college, they're like, oh, I'm just going to go do hair because they thought it was easier.
Yeah, like beauty school.
Yeah, they think that the whole beauty school thing is easier. And it's really not at all because I don't think people understand what goes into being an esthetician. And this is like I'm not even talking about owning a business because like owning a business is this whole...
That's a different beast.
And I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the best business owner ever. Won't say it. But I will say that you learn from where you fail.
Yeah, trial and error.
Yeah. Because you can listen to every like mastermind and it's
podcasts,
like, yeah,
TikToks,
all the TikToks and even then like it's not.
Yeah, because everything is different. It's based on where you are, who you have employed, like what type of clients you have, like it's
your demographic
you
of your
can't learn
area.
from
Yeah.
everybody because everybody's in a different place with different people doing different things.
So you had some questions that you brought. So like let's see these hot take questions that I don't even know what she's gonna tell me. She didn't tell me what they are.
What do you think estheticians are lacking right now? Whether it be like personal qualities or like education, like what do you think is like
I think
lacking?
a lot of estheticians now, they lack education, but I don't think that the education is available, and a lot of the times it's free. So whether it's from a company that, say like I bought a device and the company gives online education, or I just find that they're not hungry to learn. Like I was hungry to learn. And I know you've said this to me, other people that have worked for me have said this to me, is they like, Alexis, we don't know what you do in the, like she sent me a TikTok of like these girls doing like magic over a client with like, and you were like, I don't know what you do, but I feel like this is what you do to your clients. It's not because it's just like learning all the ingredients and knowing how to stack things. But that wasn't like one particular class I took. It was years of taking a bunch of different classes. So like the silly treatment that I have in my book is like the Alexis signature experience, which is like you don't pick your facial, I pick your facial, or I pick your treatment and I do what your skin tells me. That's just based on years of knowledge. But I think it's hard to market. I think people now with TikTok and Instagram, it's really difficult to market customized services because people are looking at brand names. For example, like everyone wants BBL Moxie right now. Everyone wanted Morpheus at one point. Everyone wants Hydrofacial. Everyone wants Breeze. They want to try Wonder Touch. They want to try all these things, but they might not even be candidates for it. So I think the other thing that we're lacking as estheticians is teaching them the power of a consultation and understanding like you can tell this client no. You are not a candidate for this.
I think it makes you a better esthetician to tell people no.
Yeah, I think that's what we're definitely like
I always tell my
lacking.
clients, I'm never going to sell you something that you don't need or that I haven't tried.
Yeah. And I think that doesn't make you salesy when people are like, oh, you're selling it, but you're educating them on like what's good for their faces. Right. And I think that's like a huge component to it. So yeah, I think education, the power of a consultation, and I also think estheticians today are not motivated at all. Like when I was young, I handed my business card out I hustled. Like I was going, and I feel like you do the same thing though.
I mean, I work at a restaurant at night. If I have a table of women, my business card is going in the check.
Yeah. People don't do that.
Are from the Route 1 Grill House. Like that's.
Like it's an easy little thing to do. I just think that people today think it's going to be easy, and I think that what people also do is when they get a job, they think they're going to just be given clients, and that is going to work in a business that's like a franchise or a chain place that it's like you're pumping and dumping clients out. But the issue you see with those places is the retention. So they're always going after new client, and you always can see the revolving door of estheticians in those businesses. So as many of you know, like not only do I own a place, but I work with other businesses too, and you see that revolving door of estheticians. Now that's not going to say like I haven't gotten rid of people and gone people. Shona's been here and there's been people here and people left, like, or I've let them go, or it's been mutual. But I think that you have to like want it.
I think it's hard to get a client. I think it's harder to keep a client. I think like people have a hard time getting on, like, their level sometimes. Do you know what I mean? I think it's like, it needs to be more than like somebody walking through the door, you doing the service, them paying you, and then they leave. Do you know what I mean? I think it's like following up with clients. Like, they tell you something about their personal lives. Like, you need to, like...
I put that in the notes. So if they're telling me their daughter is having a baby in whatever, or their son is graduating, whatever it is, I like to put that. I think charting is very important, and I try to put everything in the notes, because I think that a little reminder every once in a while. I also, what I personally like to do is to look through my calendar, and if last week I had people, if I'm wondering maybe did they have something coming up soon, like I'll read the notes real quick, see what they say. But people, estheticians today just want that like rotation of clients. I personally don't like, I would rather 10 awesome clients than 500 like glass skin facials.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to do that.
I also feel like people are coming to you like they're most vulnerable
Yeah.
a lot of the time, especially you, because you do a lot of like the pregnancy, like doula stuff as well. But like, even for me, like, and I don't do that stuff, is like people are coming to me with like their biggest insecurities and being like, please fix them. Like, being able to like be gentle with people and like.
But
I
even
think
if
that's,
something
like,
is,
something that people are lacking now.
Yeah.
They're like too cut and dry. Do you know what I mean?
I also
feel like,
think that people, estheticians need to be put in their place, because it's not about what you think. They pay for that hour to be with you. It's not your hour. It's their hour.
yes.
So it's not a space for you to shed light how you feel about things. It's for you to listen to them. And if they ask you questions, then you can respond. But I also think this whole, like, this generation of estheticians that is afraid to do Brazilians is so weird to me.
It
It is so weird to me. I don't understand it. And if you don't want to do Brazilians and you're an esthetician, good for you. Like, I don't care.
But then don't offer them.
But exactly. But don't, whether it's laser, IP out, like whatever it is, I think that is a very vulnerable thing to get done. If you can't do it without like making a face or giving off a bad energy, like just don't do it.
Again, people are coming to you vulnerable, and like, I think it's a funny word, but like, that's like an intimate service.
100%.
Where like, people don't need to be made feel weird. They need to be like made feel confident, if anything. Like, do you know how many people I get in and be like, is it normal down there? Is it normal?
Yeah.
Yeah. I give them the labia
I feel like
library.
they-
Have you seen that online?
The labia library? What is
So one
that?
of my clients showed it to me, and it's exactly what it sounds like. I've sent so many clients the link and be like, you are normal, because there's not one in there that looks similar to somebody else.
Yeah, they all look different.
But like
the
you
same,
know,
but different.
Exactly. But like, a body is a body. You have to be comfortable with somebody's anatomy.
Whether it's a man, and I understand that some estheticians that don't want to do men. I do understand that I can understand. For me, I don't care.
I'm not one
Like,
of those people.
A body's a body. Like, I'm not touching it.
Right.
I'm not touching them.
And
Like,
it's nothing other than me getting rid of your hair.
yeah,
That's all that it is.
there's no happy endings
No.
where
Not
we
here.
are, at least.
Not here.
No, maybe like your happy ending is like you don't have any hair when
You
we're
don't have
done.
razor bumps anymore.
Yeah, like maybe that's it. But I just don't understand this. And I feel like I've seen it a lot where they're just not.
They're uncomfortable, and they
Yeah.
make it known. Like, I've been uncomfortable in situations too, but like, you can't make it known. You don't have to make
No,
other people uncomfortable because you're uncomfortable.
no.
Like, it's your job. Just do your job.
But I also think another part of your job as an esthetician is like simple things, like cleaning up your mess. Now, granted, I am the queen, and she'll tell you, like, I get really busy, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I gotta pick up the kids and leave. I'm gonna clean in the morning.
Should be here for like
But I also-
5 minutes.
Yeah, like I'm here for like.
Move everything around and leave.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'll just take care of it. No big deal.
So like I guess like I'm the worst to say this, but in general, like just pick up your shit.
Yeah.
You know
Don't
what I
get me
mean?
wrong, I've left my tea here for days on end. Like, it's going
Yeah.
away eventually, but like cleaning
Yeah.
up after like a facial, like things aren't dirty. Like, things need to
Like
be clean
changing
for
your
client.
sheets is like not a big deal. I find that a lot of the offices I work at, they don't change their sheets, and that grosses me out. Did you see JD, what's her name? The girl that was on the radio and now she's not anymore? She was on Loftus' podcast. Winnie?
Yeah.
Did you see the girl Winnie from, was she on Kiss 108?
Yep.
she went and got a Brazilian done, and there was a camera inside the room. And
See, I'm paranoid like that. Like, I look in the changing room.
but the detective, as she just posted this morning, the detective looked into it, and the owner said, now, as an owner, no go. This is a total their fault, no go. She said it was because she wanted to monitor her employees and to see if they weren't answering the phone, where were they, to check to make sure that they weren't on their phones.
So that gives you the right to record.
So they did it. So they did it. So it was the whole room, so you weren't specifically focused on the bed. It was more of like an overview shot, which I kind of think is worse. But yeah, that's the new thing is cameras in rooms. Although sometimes I feel like as an owner, a camera in a room would be beneficial.
I'm sure.
When I'm like, are you doing this right?
But until it gets you in trouble, or like.
But you know,
people are
but
feeling-
I would never do it. Don't get me wrong, I would never do that.
I also
But
feel like you don't send people into rooms unless you're comfortable with them doing the service. Like, if you thought that I couldn't do laser, you wouldn't send me into a room.
yeah, but I've thought that for other people, and that wasn't exactly the case. So.
Right, but like, you learned.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, as an owner too, is there's an element of trust that you have to have, and the bottom line is that a team is only as good as its leader, and I will be the first to say, like, this last year with me having a baby, I was not the best leader, and I think that, it's really difficult to admit that because it sucks when you can't be what you want, but it also sucks to be giantly pregnant trying to run a team. So there's both sides to that. And I think that you can train someone till you're blue in the face, but if the door closes and they're doing their own thing, like, there's not much you can do. So now I think focusing on, like, I made the team smaller, I focused on one, and then kind of just like building from there. But there's not like there's no book that tells you right or wrong, because every person that you hire is different.
You can also tell based off their clientele and your feedback.
Yeah.
Like, that is your guy, I feel like.
I'm saying.
Because if people aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, or like performing poorly, you're going to hear that from your clients.
But you know what sucks is they never tell you when it's happening.
They tell you after, though.
They tell me after.
But like,
They're like, did you know this used to happen? And I was like,
but think about it this way: like, when people see me, you hear about it.
oh yeah, I love Shona. Shona's great.
So next
That's
time
what I
there's
got.
silence, the
Yeah, and we're
client
like, was everything okay with Shona?
Right?
And even now, like, I rented a room out to an injector who's really great. I didn't want to hire an injector. That's not something I wanted to do. So I feel like renting the room. She's really good. She does her own thing. I feel like that's like a good dynamic too. It's like one less, person. What other question you got? I'm like nervous to see what you got here.
Kind of like changing topics.
Fine.
Do you think some influencers are damaging their audiences?
1000%. When I first opened, a lot of my friends own very large businesses. And what they said to me was, Alexis, the best way for you to grow a clientele quick is to partner with these micro influencers, right? Mm-hmm. Offer them a free service, have them come in. Which sounds cool, right? They come in, they have their little tripod, but they're coming from everywhere. Like, I had some from Brockton, I had some from Boston, I had some from, North Shore, South Shore, doesn't matter. And I can honestly tell you maybe like 5 or 6 clients come of it sometimes. But I also find with these influencers, right, their career is to make content. So they're gonna, for lack of better words, like pour themselves out to any other med spa.
Jump at any opportunity.
So the problem I have with that is the loyalty. Because I think maybe it's like an embedded Greek thing that like I am loyal to a fault. I will help anyone. I will go above and beyond for anyone, take the shirt off my back for people. But what I don't like is when I'm working really hard on someone, they go somewhere else and they're posting videos and it's like, I just don't like the dynamic of a lot. And this is like, there's a lot of influencers that have come to Bloom. And I just don't find any of them have like enough influence to turn the needle to make us get more clients. I don't think it's that way.
I would also prefer like a client that has been with us for a while, that has done consistent treatments and seen actual results, to post about it than somebody to come in and get a free treatment that they've never gotten before
Mm-hmm.
from us who they've never met before and post about it. Like, I just don't think that that's real enough for me.
But what kind of connection can you really have? Because you and I both know if someone was to call Bloom and say, hey, I want this crazy laser treatment, or hey, I want this crazy peel, you know I'm going to say no. You know I'm going to say, hey, listen, as much as that sounds great, and I think that's really cute that you want to do that, totally love it, I'm on board. But the skin is like cooking a good dinner. It's low and slow. We start small, we see how you react, we get your home care on point, and then we continue to increase in intensity of each treatment. So when you're coming in for a fluffy hydrofacial before and after, get ready with me, look glowy with me, it doesn't move the needle for me. Now, maybe because I'm looking at it as someone in the industry, I'm like, oh great, another influencer went somewhere else. But what really pisses me off is when I see these influencers go to places and I know just by the video they're gonna have a bad reaction.
Right. And
I'm like, ooh,
but they don't.
do you say something? But then I don't want to be that girl in their DMs being like, hey, how's your face?
And like, there are so many, I think, young girls. Like, I mean, I was like a 12-year-old online being like, oh, I want to do that, I want to do that, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And now I'm like an adult and like I can like see through things a little bit better. But like, as like a, whatever, 15-year-old girl, I could just as easily make an appointment at a med spa where somebody had damaging results and I didn't know that, go and do the same thing. But
because the influencer's never going to post the damaging results that they got, whether it's from laser, whether it's from...
They will go and get it cleaned up somewhere else, and then just...
Because it's for the money, right?
So they're in contract most of the time.
And I think that's where the line gets really blurry, right? I don't think the way of business is partnering with these big influencers. That's just my opinion. I much rather have a smaller clientele that spends more money I'd rather their ticket price be more, each client, smaller group of clientele, than do these influencers and do them free and get these videos. And I mean, if you guys look at Bloom's thing, you're going to see that we're partnered with influencers, and I have nothing against them. I don't believe you should be getting your advice on where to go and what to get done by someone who doesn't do skin.
Right. And do you think that like there are services being shown online that like, trying to think of like the right word, how to say it, I wrote it now. Do you think services are being done that are being credited by products that are being pushed online?
I'm sorry. Yeah, because I mean everything is a sale, right? I think that retail sales are going to be down, and I just did this. I was looking at a study the other day. Retail sales are going to be extremely low because TikTok and these products, what is it, Dr. Malaxin or whatever the hell it is, Korean skincare, all on TikTok.
Right now.
Yeah,
they're all cheap on
TikTok. And I think that estheticians are going to have a harder time selling to their clients that aren't their loyal clients that are like new people coming in, or people that are not skin girlies, people that are coming in that are like, hey, I've never done anything for my face before. I'm coming to you. I want to try a facial. I only have a budget of this amount of money. Like, I don't have, and maybe we should have skincare that is the same cost as going to CVS.
I mean, I think in some ways that could be like really beneficial, but like I think people are going to get a little
bored.
Not bored.
Because there's no actives in it.
Because it's being sold at a med spa. They're going to expect med spa results, but you're not going to get results unless you are investing in the skincare. You can get the cheaper stuff, but you're going to get cheap results.
Exactly. And I think that you have to really explain, like, get their expectations on point. Because their expectation is to look like this beautiful glass skin Kim Kardashian. What they don't realize is, like, this cream isn't going to get you there, right? Consistency is going to get you there. So it's not just about what you do at home and the treatments you come in. It's how often are you using those products? Are you using actives? Are you not? What season are we in? Like, are we doing peels? Are we mixing it up? Do you have skincare is a lifestyle. It is not, but people are selling this online as for $70 you can get 10. I just did it because I wanted to do a debunking thing. I got the Dr. Malaxin brightening kit, whatever the hell it was, for $70, and it was 6 products.
I also feel like 13-step skincare routines that are in right now. I've had to take probably 6 clients within the past month
No.
off everything.
Shut
And
it
been
down.
like, here's 3 things. Please just use those. Please don't use
Yeah.
a retinol and a vitamin C and like 87 actives on your skin at the same time.
Yeah, and then they all have barrier problems, or they
Yes.
have rosacea because they're
Yes.
like using retinol
They're
way
coming
too
in on
much.
fire and being like, why? I use all this stuff. I'm like, it's because you use all that stuff.
Yeah, I think less is more. I mean that this is where I'll plug them because I love them. This is where Epicurious comes in.
I love them.
Super expensive, yes, but let me tell you, there is no line on the market that's gonna fix your barrier like that will.
Yes.
The other thing is I think that people are focused now. I am a hydrofacial girly, don't get me wrong, but I'm a big Breeze fan. Like, I love the touchless, needle-free. These clients that are coming in with significant redness, like they have rosacea or there's significant acne. I find that the needle-free, touchless, using pressurized air to then deliver the serum as micro droplets to get down to the dermis, I find that less aggressive. I feel like it's all the aggression you want without being all the results you want without the aggression that you would normally need. So I think that the Breeze has a really good place in this, but I just the routines, like you need to simplify what you're doing, but use quality. It's quality
Exactly.
over quantity
I'd
of
rather
what
you
you're
spend
doing.
a ton of money on 3 great products instead of a few bucks on 80 products.
Epicurious alone, the cleansing kit, unreal. The cleansing oil and I love the exfoliant. Like, I love it. Don't do it every day, but love it.
That's another thing. I feel like people are buying, like, Face Reality. I love Face Reality.
I'm
But
not
people-
loving it.
There's a few products that I really like.
I agree.
That is it. But I feel like people, like, I see videos online all the time of people using it, but using it wrong. And I feel like adult acne is, like, kind of getting bigger right now because I think we're putting too much on our skin. But
We're also
feel
eating like shit, so.
we are eating like shit. I think it's a combination
Yeah.
of things. But like I see people online using it wrong.
Oh yeah.
Like, why are you not like educating yourself first and then using it if you want to see results? Like, why use it if you're gonna use it wrong?
Do you know how many times I've taken a shop? There's a Shopee at the desk for a reason, and I number their skincare. I'm like, this is number 1. You would be surprised how many of them don't know that a cleanser is the first thing that you do. But it's always from thin to thick.
Yes.
And people don't understand that. So, like, your serums are going to go before your moisturizer. So, any of these, like, like, even the Dr. Malaxin stuff, like, it all smells also like old lady. Like, that old lady skincare. Like, that's what all that TikTok stuff smells like. Yeah. And I don't know if I haven't looked into it to know what fragrance it is, but I will look it up. But it's the routine. Like, everyone needs to chill out. But get off TikTok for your advice. Also, this at-home microneedling is
That
really
was my next question. Have you seen the at-home Botox? Dude?
awful. Stupid idea.
Don't dermaplane. Don't
No.
microneedle. Don't do any of it at home.
Have you seen the videos of the girls that do dermaplaning at home and then their face like blows up because they like go too heavy?
Yes. And they're like, I love a good dermaplane. I dermaplane myself at home. But because
But you
I
know what
have-
you're doing.
I know what I'm doing, but I also have like the
tools.
tools. Like,
You're not
I
using
don't-
like a touch and brow all the time.
No, I'm not using a Walgreens blade. I'm using a scalpel.
Yeah.
Like, it's different. I'm exfoliating my face and getting rid of like the hair. Like, I'm not micro tearing my face over and over again. I don't have slits on the side of my face. Like, I have people that come in with like little lines all over their chin. Like, did you try and dermaplane? They're like, no. Are you sure?
Or did you go somewhere else?
But where did you go that cut you up like that?
I mean, granted, I've nicked a few people a couple of
The
times.
chin is hard. It
Yeah.
can be difficult.
But I also feel like my clients also don't shut up.
No, they keep
So
talking.
I'm like,
I'm right
I'm
here.
not around your mouth. Can we not? And they're like, oh, no, it's fine. I'm like, no.
I have people that do that when I wax their upper lip. I'm like, do you want to eat the wax?
Yeah. They're like, hey, what's going on? And
Yeah.
you're like, can you not? Yeah, I'm not down with the at-home Botox concerns me because
You should never be injecting yourself with anything.
no, because you also don't know if these serums are micronized to even get into the follicle themselves. Also, at-home Botox, what is it? Like, what is it?
I
What
don't
what
know.
are you putting in your face?
don't know.
It's
I don't
not
know.
regulated, right? So, and some people will argue, you know, med spas not regulated, da da da. But like, we're buying our product from regulated pharmacies and facilities, so there is some sort of like safety measures. I think the problem with you buying it online and just injecting it into your face is like, you don't know. Like, what if you
It's
went
scary.
into
It should scare
anaphylaxis?
Nobody is afraid anymore.
No.
Nobody has a fear of anything anymore.
Like, no one has an EpiPen just hanging out all the time.
Right.
So, like, if a reaction's a problem. Also, if it is causing paralysis to the face and it is a product that's working, whatever kind of toxin it is, if you inject it wrong, you can, I mean, I've seen people trying to do their platysmal bands. It's scary. What are you doing? You can paralyze your face in a way that you don't want. You know, even a great injector can get an eyebrow droop, you know, and have your mouth droop down. So if you don't know what you're doing and you don't know what muscles you're hitting, I just don't think
Like,
it's
to save a
appropriate.
dollar. Like,
To save
just
what?
come in and do it right.
Because then if your eyebrow falls, your lip falls, you look like you have Bell's palsy, it's gonna last you 3 months, maybe if not more. I don't know what you put in the face.
Yeah.
But like if your eyeball drops with Botox, it's generally a 3-month turnaround fix. So yeah, the at-home stuff, I'm just
Yeah, wash your face. That's it.
Yeah.
Wash your face, exfoliate a few times a week. Come in and get your stuff done. That's all you need to do. There's no reason to be doing anything extravagant at home.
no. I think we're at our time
I
though.
think we are.
So we're gonna end early today, but we're gonna be back tomorrow because we had some tech difficulties and we were late.
Like 40 minutes. It was fine.
Yeah, just 40 minutes late, like no big deal. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back tomorrow and finish up our fun little episode. But hope you guys watch it. Check us out at Lately with Lex. We'll see you tomorrow. We have 2 episodes tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. You can sign us off, guys. Sign us off. Sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you. We're still live? What's up? Don't say anything bad. I'm gonna go get Katie. Yeah, let's go do it. Thanks, guys. All right, thanks, guys. Awesome. See you guys later.